All right, welcome back to the 14th week episode, whatever, of Endzone Experts. Um, Hopefully everyone's recovering from all the food that they ate over Thanksgiving break. Hopefully everyone's break was really good. How was yours?
Oh, it was great. Went up to Pittsburgh. I caught a 5:30 a.m. flight on the way back on Sunday. So
Nice.
I spent pretty much the entire Sunday recovering from that, from like 3 hours of sleep. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
the actual trip though was good, seeing family.
yeah.
But back home, um, back to the routine, just ready for Christmas break now.
hmm I know. I can't wait. Oh,
Yeah,
that
I, I
time.
get
Oh,
I get a week off from
same.
work. Yeah,
Heck
and
yeah.
it'll be
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
nice.
That the Monday of that week is my birthday too, so gonna
Oh,
do
that's
something. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it'll be
that's
fun.
pretty sweet actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 22nd. It's great until you're like in your later teens, and then you get nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. People just combine your birthday and Christmas. Like, here's one gift for both.
yeah, yeah. There was a couple years where I got to like pick a present out from under the tree. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, but
Nice.
it's whatever. We still did some stuff with friends and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, yeah. We got a pretty good slate coming up this week. The games last week were a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
My Smash play didn't do all that great. I forget who yours was.
Mine didn't either. It was Michael Wilson.
Wilson, that's right. Yeah,
He
but
had like 6 points.
who saw that coming? I mean, he should have had a good game.
He still had 7 targets, but
Mhm.
only 3 catches. So
Just one of
I
those weeks,
guess,
man.
but Marvin Harrison, he's questionable this week, so maybe we'll
Mhm.
get another
Yeah,
big week. But
yeah.
he's not my smash play this week. I'll tell you
No,
that.
no, no. And I had Warren. I had more faith in. I mean, the Steelers'
Oh,
offense as a whole,
for
especially the
for
running
how he
offense.
looked, 12 points, you'll take it. Honestly,
Yeah, right. Yeah,
he got the goal line touchdown, but it
yeah.
was it was gross.
He should have been better. I think the Bills are just so soft to the run, and I figured
We
that's
didn't
something
take
that
advantage
Pittsburgh
of it
at
at
least.
all.
Yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah, not the greatest set of smash starts last week. But hopefully onto a new week here, and at the end of the season, I'm going to try to gather all of our smashes and see how we did like throughout the season, and
Yeah,
we'll give that information to everybody. But so it's the last week. It's week 14, the last regular season week. Fantasy season is over for like 70% of the people who play it, which is crazy. Like 60 to 70%, which is wild because
yeah.
just as fast as it starts, it's over.
It,
you
it
know?
flew by. I can't lie.
Yeah, it really
It was,
did. It
yeah,
zipped by. Like I felt like it was warm out. I'm watching week 2 football, still excited, and then week 14 just happened to arrive,
yeah.
and I'm mixed.
It's freezing cold out too,
It's
which is
freezing.
the
We just had a
worst of all worlds.
snowstorm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's those of us in this scene that have 20 leagues, like we obviously are still in it, but there's a lot of
Yeah,
people, way more people playing like one or two, and
yeah.
their season's about done. But for those who aren't, those who are trying to play to get in, um, we have the week 14 matchups to go on and to talk about and to
It's a
give you
big
some
week.
info on. Yeah, it's a big week. A lot of people are still actually surviving or
Hmm.
trying to survive and make it in. So teams on bye, obviously the 4 teams: Niners, Panthers, Giants, and Patriots. A couple of good players in there. The Niners, you're gonna miss CMC and George Kittle and like Jawan Jennings, and Panthers Tet and the running backs kind of.
Yeah, kind
Giants,
of went to a committee this week for the Panthers.
yeah, it kind of turned into a committee. I think they're probably gonna just hot hand it now with
Yeah,
Hubbard having the better
which is
game.
brutal. Right before
Very
the
brutal.
playoffs for people who've been riding Rico for the past like month or two.
Yeah, yeah, it's a real bummer.
But
Giants. I mean, Tracy looks like he got hurt, but Singletary's good, but now he's on bye. Patriots. You've got and Wandell Robinson. I know some people are playing him. He's whatever. I won't talk about it. And Patriots. It's mostly Hunter Henry and like Drake May. A lot of people carry
yeah,
QB, so you're fine. But um, Yeah, Stephon Diggs, I guess, maybe some booty. So we're gonna go through the matchups here and give you guys some insight on some of the players that we like or don't like for this week. If hopefully help you guys set your lineups and get you some wins, get you in the playoffs, or help you jump up your seeding, and get a better matchup for the first round.
Yeah.
So
Fighting for a couple first round buys this week. That would be nice.
That would be, yeah.
It's really such a huge advantage.
It is
Not
just to
avoiding
have a week
like 1 week of volatility. Like your whole team could just shit the bed and you lose.
It's great when your team didn't play that great. It sucks when your team goes nuclear because you're like, shit,
yeah, that's
I
true.
would have rather just won that matchup and get a playoff win under my belt, you know. But because I always feel like after your team drops a nuke, you feel like you just like next week things are going to come back down to earth, you know. Yeah. But I totally get it. It feels good to not have to play the week. So to just like get cracking, get into this. So everybody, you know, enough of the side talk. Everyone wants to hear us talk about the things they want to hear. So the Sunday slate, we're going to start with a game. We're going to kind of just breeze by this one because it's really obvious. Titans versus Browns. You know, must starts are basically Judkins. You're not going to start like any Titans. If it was me, if you've got to start them, because there's probably people out there like DK. Shamir DK is probably the only guy, and like if you need to start Pollard, but I wouldn't, because the Browns are insane against the run and they're not going to give up much. Who would you start outside of Judkins for the Browns?
I'd probably go to Fannin there. He's really the only guy getting production right now with Shador at quarterback.
Yeah.
He kind of saved his day with a 30-yard touchdown this past week. And then he got like 2 more catches. Like the volume is just so low for all the Browns receivers. So I'd go to a better tight end option if you got one, but Fannin is still the only like guy I would consider here. Outside of that, it's pretty gross this game.
Yeah, there's Browns D also a good start.
Yeah,
that's pretty much all you've got for
Titans defense. Maybe I think I put them as a sit just like out of habit, but maybe the Titans defense against the Browns. That's a decent start in like a deep league where people like you're like a 16-man league and you're pretty desperate for a defense because you got like the Patriots on bye. So
right, yeah,
that would be the only scenario where I would want to start them. But
that's pretty much it. Yeah,
because the Browns on offense are still pretty bad.
Yeah, the receivers aren't doing much. Shador's, got thrown in. He's learning the offense. It's just how it is right now. Maybe next year, like things will pick up for like Cedric Tillman's like one of my sweethearts, and I wish that he could just get his time. Like the start of the year with Flacco, he was doing really well, and then he got hurt, and then like all the stuff happened. So we'll see.
He could have like a Keyshawn Booty year next year
for sure. Yeah, I
like
good
some
enough.
boom bust games. Yeah, he did that last year.
Yeah, he was playing awesome with Jameis last year.
Yeah. Everyone plays awesome with Jameis,
though. Yeah. So that one's pretty easy. The next game, Seahawks and Falcons. Do you think the Seahawks have a defensive onslaught like they just had against Minnesota?
Maybe not as bad as what we just saw. Like that was
Brosmer was definitely worse than McCarthy.
Yeah, it kind of was the best thing that could have happened for McCarthy because now fans are like, okay, give us JJ back. Well, we didn't realize it wasn't that bad. But
it was okay.
That pick six was one of the funniest plays I've ever seen, though.
Yeah,
where he's getting sacked and just chucks it up.
Yeah.
It was a signature like Will Levis type play.
So there was a post. I think it might have been one of the footballers, maybe Andy. I think it was. It was like somewhere out there, Will Levis is watching this and thinking, that's just all right. Yeah, that was funny. Seattle allowing the second fewest rushing yards to running backs, which they really shut them down.
Yeah,
19
they're
points,
really good run
7 fewest
defense.
points, 19. Yeah, their run defense. I mean, their defense is
They're like
really great, but their run defense is awesome.
they're like 3.5 yards per carry. What they're
Yeah.
holding running backs to right now, and they got Bijan and Algier this week. It could be.
Mhm.
It's kind of like two really good units meeting each other. We'll see. I mean, you got to start Bijan still, no matter the matchup. But
Yeah,
Algier is kind of like Algier was kind of flexible a little bit some weeks, but I don't think you can really trust him this week to go out there and. I mean, you're just praying for a touchdown, and the Seahawks just don't give up many rushing touchdowns.
no, and like you can get down the field on him a little bit. So Bijan is probably worth, he'll get a touchdown at some point in the game, I assume. Probably more of a receiving touchdown than a rushing.
Probably a ton of receiving,
yeah,
I would think.
A lot of dump off and stuff. But Cousins is like, if he's Kirk O'Chain's, like he's, the team around him is worth playing. But
he's not Brosmer. Awesome. That's for sure.
He's definitely not Brosmer. They're probably not getting 4 picks, one of them pick sixes, and like 12 sacks. So I got like 40, like my boosted defense league, I have them, and I got 40 points off from my defense. Won my matchup. Yeah.
Well, standard leagues, they got like 29, I think.
Yeah, like it was like
because they didn't give up
30.
A single point.
Nope.
Not even a field goal.
I mean, dude, the Titans like played a tight game and scored over 20, and Vikings scored 0 with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and So I think you're right. Like you have to start Bijan if London's playing, and JSN, of course, you're gonna play him.
Yeah.
Seahawks D, you're definitely playing them. Now, the 50-50 Sam Darnold, it's not his fault. The production isn't completely his fault when it's lacking. It's just the way the game went. I mean, 0
they just
points.
Don't throw that much either.
Yeah, they don't throw a ton.
I think they have the lowest pass rate in the league, one of the lowest.
Oh, really? I didn't know that about him. Yeah, cool. Well, so it's not of his because he's had good games. It's not like got to do with him, just the way the games go with that defense. So if you can find someone else to start over Darnold, I would just do it. I'd hold on to him, but just put him in the pocket for now. I don't think I'd play him. Walker, Charbonnet, Pitts, those are all. You're probably gonna fill in a buy or something. Go for it.
Walker and Sharp's back to. I mean, Walker had 1 week where he took a decent amount of work from Sharps, but now it's back to what we knew it would be.
Yeah.
They're just guys you're putting in your flex, hoping for 12 points.
Yeah.
Both of them, but.
Yeah,
that's just what teams are doing nowadays. Like we talked a little bit before about the Panthers, what they moved back to a committee this week with. I mean, I'm assuming it's Chuba was playing injured and now he's not injured anymore.
Right.
And now they have 2 good running backs.
Yeah.
They're gonna feed both.
Just whoever's hot or just both getting them. So it's kind of a thorn in each other's side situation there.
Yeah. It's tough for fantasy, but it works in real life, and teams don't really give a shit about fantasy.
Yeah, they do not. The next game we got on here, the Colts and Jags. Now that's a good divisional matchup. Get some obviously. I noticed this too. Jags allow the fewest amount of rushing yards in the NFL.
Yeah,
764. Colts likely without Sauce and Buckner. Also, that's not good for their defense. Now, do you still? Obviously, you still start JT, right? But I guess you have to temper the expectations.
Yeah, which is a little brutal week 14.
Yeah,
because he's carried you all year, but maybe not temper expectations. But I don't know. It's
understand he probably isn't having a 30-point game.
He's not going to have the 3 touchdown week. I don't think, but. You never know. The Colts offense as a whole, like the Colts team as a whole, has just kind of fizzled out. Like they started 8-1, and now they're 8-4. They started 7-1.
Yeah, I think
something
it's like
8-4
now. Yeah,
because they dropped to the Chiefs, the Texans, and the Steelers.
Yeah,
and they won. No, their 1 win was an overtime win versus the Falcons. Where Jonathan Taylor had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they got to ride that guy to get to stay efficient. And back around like week 7 or 8, I said like this efficiency's got to stop at some point.
Yeah.
And it looks like maybe it has, but it could just be. I mean, Daniel Jones has a half broken leg just about, and he's out there.
Yeah.
But he played well still last week.
He did. He did play a good game, especially against pretty tough defense, the Texans.
Yeah. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been better, but could have been a lot worse. So, yeah. And speaking of him, like I think I would start him. Their passing defense has gotten a little more suspect. They don't. They do allow. It's up there. It's in the top half of the league in passing yards. So, I would definitely. You're okay with Daniel Jones in my opinion, and probably like Pittman and a couple other guys, but.
The thing is,
I don't know if
now it's just no rushing with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, you're gonna
down to one attempt this past week.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Maybe you get like a sneak touchdown or something, but that's pretty much all you're gonna get off of him for a ground game now.
Before that, you were getting like 5 rushes a game from him, like 20, 30 yards, maybe a touchdown. But now you're just hoping for a good passing game from him as a starter.
Yeah, you're not playing any of the defenses, Downs, BTJ. This hopefully is just an off year, but we'll see. Too in Washington. Yeah, it's just it's funny how like they're both pretty good teams. There's just not a lot of people I would trust on these teams. There is.
What do you think about Myers?
Myers. I do like Myers. I actually do like Myers because he's been becoming like Lawrence's go-to and like when he needs something.
I think that's really what Lawrence has needed in his career. Like, Thomas was kind of supposed to be that this year. So was Travis Hunter, but BTJ just struggling with all the drops, and now you don't have Travis Hunter there for the rest of the year. So
BTJ's mental is also off with his friend Pat killing himself. Like I think before the season started, and it's really
did not hear about that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that until a couple of weeks ago, and realized that's probably a lot to do with what's going on.
Lacey, the LSU wide receiver. Yeah, okay. I forgot they were teammates.
Yeah, when I think he's been having a tough time dealing with it, and it's because I know there was some stuff like I think it was just before the season started, where he was. I don't know if it was like not showing up to meetings or there was some stuff going on. So I think that's got something to do with it. This game's a lot more mental than people seem to realize for sure. So I think maybe, and the injury stuff he's been dealing with, I think it's just a bad year. He'll come back. I still trust him. I'm probably easing up on his cost for right now, but I do still trust him to make his way back into the stardom. But it should be until
kind of like just until we see it at this point.
Yeah, you can't start him.
I don't think you can really start him
unless your hand's forced. But I wouldn't if I don't.
He had
have to.
4 catches two catches this past week.
Yeah,
but also getting eased back from injury. It's just just a rough year.
It is. Speaking of rough years, Commanders and Vikings. Commander and Vikings
teams.
Game. This one's another quick one for us, really. Mason's, like you put in here, is a must start if Aaron Jones doesn't play, which I kind of doubt he will. Jaden Daniels returning. They talk about it. I think it's just one of those like, oh, let's act like maybe he'll play. I don't think he's going to because I think at this rate they're not making anything. Why don't play him? Let him rest.
I was checking the sleeper app with the matchups, and I was like, they have Jaden Daniels as the quarterback projected to score points in this matchup. I was like, what? Do they know? And I looking up the news. Like they haven't said anything about him playing this week. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't think he will. I think people are just like, oh, I think he could come back this week. He dislocated his elbow, and even if he can come back, I don't think it would be smart, in my opinion, not to. I mean,
they're
playing Dart for New York,
at this point, right?
Yeah,
mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, and Dart, playing Dart, I don't think is probably the best decision for the Giants right now. But he is a rookie, so getting time reps. But start the Vikings D, 100%. Outside of that, it's just wishy-washy. Unfortunately, Jefferson should be a little better. McCarthy was still giving him at least some floor. Rosmer just gave him nothing.
This was the worst. Was it 2 catches for 6 yards?
Yeah, it's like the worst
from
game
Jefferson?
of his career. Like, I don't think he's
dude.
ever had a game that bad. So after he took off in like week 3 of his rookie year. So Mariota play with your own risk if he's going to play, and the defense for Minnesota's still pretty solid. So a lot of the like Chris Rodriguez, McLaurin, those guys, it's kind of a crapshoot. I think I would play McLaurin. I think if you have McLaurin, I'd play him. He plays well in the games he's played this year. So I think I'm still playing him.
Yeah, you just worry about the quad injury just popping up and he's just out of the game.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a start you're really like excited about. Yeah. But I think he's, after the last game, 20 points on the Broncos defense. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
First week back. Especially with Mariota at quarterback. Who isn't that bad, but
he's really not Jane that Daniels. Bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's really not that bad. JCM's time is done. I don't trust him anymore. I think
I didn't even.
We've learned to not do that. All preseason, I said, stop. What are we doing?
A lot of good lessons this year for me.
Yeah. Oh, you were one of the JCM guys?
Kind
of. Yeah, I was not.
I drafted him in his price, it went to like one league. I got him in the 10th and another got him in the 12th. So at that point I was like, why not roll the dice? He's got a clear path. Mm-hmm. And then I really drank the Kool-Aid after that Chargers game.
Yeah.
But like what happened?
I don't know.
Was it all a dream?
He was never doing anything to really be like, this guy's a star. So like I
thought he looked pretty good in that Chargers game. And then he never did anything after that.
Listen, man, players have good games and then go away, right? It happens. Or like they have a few good games here and there. But yeah, I think it's over with him. The next game, big shootout game expected here, Bengals and Bills. I think that'll be definitely another high-scoring game. Like I think the Bills put up more points than the Ravens did. So I'm sneakily in pools. I'm picking the Bengals this week. I think there's like some new juice to the Bengals, and I'm trying to take. I'm behind, so I need to try to catch up, and I'm taking the Bengals in this one. So, second highest implied total of the week. You're starting the usuals. Allen, Cook, Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Chase Brown. This one's easy in the other way. Like you're starting everybody. Defenses aren't playing up to par. Cincinnati much better last week, but the Ravens' offense has been kind of meh anyway. So, you're playing your offensive players.
What do you think about Kincaid this week if he plays?
If he plays,
it's a really good matchup.
Yeah, if he plays, start him for sure. Mm-hmm. Unless you've got like McBride, Bowers, and like the top 5-6, start him. I'd say go for it because Allen likes him on the field. So, P. Ryan, don't. He has like some good burst plays. He just doesn't score. Chase Brown has turned the season around.
14 carries this last week.
And he got like 4 points. So
I think he had some receptions too. Like
he did. In half PPR, I was looking at some waivers earlier today or yesterday, and I saw he only got like 4 points. I thought he did better, but he got like 4 points. So
it's just
he has some good plays. He just doesn't. He's not on the field enough. Chase Brown kind of he's turned it around and taken that backfield back.
So he got 7.4.
Just like okay, and PPR, I think I was looking.
It's like his
PPR.
floor. He's gonna get touches, but it's like, I could probably put him in set.
If you're in a really deep have to start someone situation, you could probably do it and live with the 7 points. But outside of that, I wouldn't. Yeah. Saints and Bucks. We got ourselves another little rivalry game. Baker's gonna play. And like you put in the notes here, Baker's in need of a get right game, very much. The whole offense, other than Bucky played every dude. I didn't believe it. So last week, I have a ton of Bucky. Finally got to play him again last week, but there was something stating that he was going to be on like a pitch count. I said, no, he's not. He's healthy. It's been a depression thing. No, he's not. They're going to play him. They're just doing the like, oh, we won't play him. Oh, don't prepare for him. And look what happened. They played him like 26 out of 32 touches for the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bucky's a full go. Baker, if they now with Bucky back, maybe that helps Baker.
Yeah.
And
he's really good. Like just outside of like fantasy stuff, just like the eye test, Bucky's
good.
Like a top 10 running back. If he puts together a full season next year, it could be kind of like a Achane type season.
I might not find out because
with all the touches.
Don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. He hurt me. I don't know if I'm gonna draft him again for a while. Yeah. But I'm in the late second round. He's staring me in the face. It's probably hard to be like, oh, I'm not. He'll
probably be cheaper than that. I would think. Yeah. I would think like third rounder next year.
You think? I think people are.
Unless he puts together a crazy playoff stretch.
Yeah. If he runs a good playoff stretch here, then I think he heats himself back in the second again.
He'll be back right where he was being drafted this year.
Yeah, dude, I would have had this crazy team. I can't talk about it with all the stuff that happened. I would have had a crazy team if Bucky stayed healthy and Derrick Henry, and it was a great team. Anyway, defense is averaging 10.7 fantasy points a game against New Orleans, right? In the last 4 weeks, Shuck. Okay, yeah. So
pretty much all Shuck starts
over
the last 4. He's
had a couple good games. It's just he's going to turn the ball over.
You want to start the defense playing Tyler Shuck normally.
Yeah, so Bucky Olave. The 50-50, it's disgusting that you got to put Ibuka in there. But like,
oh yeah,
I mean, what are you supposed to do? He's so up and down now.
Sub 10 points the last 3 games.
Yeah, and I know it's probably got to do with Baker's issues right now, and the run game being really weird. But maybe things smooth out, and like this is a get right week for their offense. Let's hope.
Yeah,
and Ibuka's going to be fine. I think if anyone's concerned about him, just don't worry about it. He'll be fine. It's his rookie year. Things will turn around.
Yeah.
Devin Neal. Now you have him in the 50-50 sit or start. I actually like him. He got a lot of work, and he's a good player. I think he just. Who did they play last week? They played
the Dolphins.
Oh, never mind. That's an easy run. Maybe just the way the game. Oh, they went down. They were down a lot. I think you can still start him and be okay. He
had what, like
he's
10?
got a chance. 14 carries. 14 carries for 47 points and I think like 3 catches. It was something around 10 points.
Yeah,
10, 11.
I can check real quick. Box score watching. 14 carries. Evan Hull got 5 carries. That's weird.
Yeah.
Devin Neal got 3 catches for 22 as well.
Yeah. So he
caught all 3 of his targets.
Yeah, if he gets in the end zone, that's a good week. So that's all it takes if he scores, and that's kind of what we're looking at. I think division rivalries, bad teams against divisional opponents don't always play that bad. It's how it goes. So Devin Neal, I think, is someone I'm okay with trusting him this week. I wouldn't call him my smash play, but I would trust him.
I would be concerned if he was your smash play this week.
yeah.
He could be a good play though. Watch him drop like 30.
Yeah, right. I thought when I was looking for my smash player, the first person I thought about was him. Like it'd be
really
sneaky, and he's going up. The run D of the Bucks isn't super great, so like it'd be a really good play. But it's just that's too bold. I can't take that. The running backs, the rest of the running backs on the Bucks are now sits. You're not starting them with Bucky there. Tez, unfortunately for right now, dude, in a couple of years, Tez and Ibuka are both going to be great plays.
And
Shuck. So
once Godwin and Evans are Old and frail and
Old
done.
and frail and out of there.
They already are, though.
Yeah, yeah. If the Bucks happen to pull it together and win a ring this year, I think Evans is like, that's it for me.
Yeah.
I'm
Supposed
done.
to. I think they opened his practice window this week, so
They did. They did.
if he plays, well, like, are you starting him at all?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well. You've probably held on
It's
to
the
him or picked him up.
Saints. He
It's like
hates the Saints, doesn't he?
hates him. Yeah, like if he plays, I'd say go for it. Yeah,
And he needs 200 yards a game to keep his 1,000-yard streak going.
yeah.
So
He's gonna
maybe they
drop
just force feed him 20
bombs.
targets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Steelers Ravens. Let's talk about your boys. Lamar continuing to struggle is crazy. Lamar's got like 7 points roughly in fantasy for the last 3 weeks. Not good. What'd you say? Yeah, not historically great against the Steelers either. So yeah, has thrown a pick in all 6 starts. Wow, he really has. Look at him go. And they got so they signed Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Thoughts? I don't know. I actually think probably not this week, but like get Thielen and hold on to him for like a playoff run, because there's a reason. Well, we won't get too crazy here and spend too much time on it, but there's a reason, because we could do this for a while with the Aaron Rodgers stuff this week, especially it being your team. But Rodgers talking about the veteran presence and people not not getting his communication,
people not showing up to meetings,
and not getting his I saw a whole thing about how through the season, like he's putting out signals to change routes and stuff, and they're just not doing it, not paying attention. Jonnu, there was a one from this last week where Rodgers was doing this. It was like a choke. He was doing choke, I think, to change the China. They were doing the China play, and it was supposed to change Jonnu to post in instead of out. And John was looking at
he didn't see it.
He's looking at his feet when he's trying to be like, dude. And he like looks back like, oh, did I miss something? And I think Calvin Austin was looking, and then like those guys got it, and then he goes to throw for that in, and he's there. That would have been a touchdown. That would have absolutely been a touchdown. And that kind of stuff, I think, is why I think Rodgers wanted Thielen, because
he
Thielen's a guy who's not going to do that. Thielen's a dude who's going to be like involved, who's going to be in meetings, he's going to be looking at the quarterback and communicating with him. So he could be a sneaky play. I think if he's on waivers, go grab him and see what happens in the next couple weeks. And he might be a good like flex play that gets you a little extra edge in the playoff run.
He really could be like, I mean, I think he put together a pretty decent stretch at the end of the season last year.
The 2 years he played with Bryce Young, he had like good stretches. He played well.
Dude, week 14, 9 for 102. Week 15, 5 for 51. Week 16, 5 for 43 and a touchdown. Week 17, the Fantasy Football Championship, 5 for 110 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, like he can do this.
This was last year.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not getting ahead of ourselves. Thielen is like a league winner, but he's capable of like doing this. And there's no one else in the Steelers offense, like not even DK Metcalf is gonna demand targets in this like right now.
No. I tried to tell everyone to stay away from DK too. This over the preseason.
It's been a disgusting year for the Steelers.
It has.
Anyways.
What was that tweet I tagged you in today? It was the
Pickens thing.
No. They haven't for over 250 yards.
No, they haven't completed a pass 30 plus yards down the field in like
4 weeks. And
the past 40 attempts have been incomplete.
And they haven't thrown for over 250 yards at all this year. Aaron Rodgers has not thrown for more than 250 yards. He's thrown like 6
250
or something. Yeah. I saw this in a meme today. It was, hey, it's week 14. Has your quarterback thrown for over 250 yards this year? And everyone's like, yeah, obviously it's week 14. And then on the side it goes the Steelers. No.
Oh man, he hasn't done it yet.
No. So you have him as a sit, and I agree.
Yeah.
I think you have to. You've got to go other options. I mean, it's not like
You're probably
you've been riding on
sitting
him all year, but
DKs. Oh, dude, he has a 249-yard game. Stop.
That's not 250. Listen, if it was Dak, everyone would be like, no, that's not 250.
He's a 249 and a 244 and a 235.
Yeah, well, if you give your landlord $999 when you're supposed to give him $1,000. No, I just got to roast
you. They're kicking you out.
Yeah, they're kicking you out, right? But yeah, so you're sitting him. I mean, the only must start in this whole game is Henry, and I think Jalen Warren. I think you can give it to Warren too. I would give him that.
Yeah.
But that's
Ravens aren't a great team either. Like this is going to be probably like a 20-17 game, 20-14 game, something like that.
Not super high scoring. It's just
if this is a game for Lamar to get back on his MVP ways, it'll be this game.
Yeah.
But if it's not this game, you probably can't start Lamar anymore this season. No. Especially right before the playoffs.
I would agree. You have to figure something out if you can, because don't rely on Lamar and lose. Like, go with someone that you can trust to get something like worth starting. Just don't hold on too strong and lose. So the next game, a quick one, Dolphins Jets. Do you trust we'll wait on that. Dolphins defense, last 3, 10, 8, and 15 points. Wow, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're on a decent run right now.
Yeah, not a bad play for their defense. So you could probably start them against the Jets. Of course, you're starting Achane. You're starting Brees and Waddle. Waddle hasn't been spectacular, but he's still the number one there, and I'd be starting him without question. Tua's been kind of bummy. Don't love it. Tyrod had a good week. Wouldn't start him. Waller.
Yeah, probably could have just kept him in sit, but
yeah. Sits Washington, may still, like this is a pretty obvious one. There's not many starts. It's the running backs, Waddle, and maybe the Dolphins D. You have any thoughts on any of that for that game?
I have thoughts on Adonai Mitchell, but we'll talk about him later.
We'll talk about him later. Cool. All right. We'll just move on. Broncos and Raiders playing in Vegas here. Gianti's receiving volume since the bye week has been ridiculous, averaging almost 7 targets a game. I'm just writing about OTL. He's the man who writes all of this stuff. Put this in here, which is right. It's right. It's this carries though. It's just he hasn't been getting a lot of yards. Now, not all his fault, obviously. And for anyone in Dynasty, do not panic and freaking sell them. Just hold on to them. You're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Broncos offense spread out as ever. You can't trust anybody right now. Like Cortland Sutton, I've sat in most of my leagues because he's pissing me off. I can't trust the guy.
He got a touchdown this week, but
he did. He did have an okay week, but yeah, it's not what the last 8 weeks of last season. He was insane, and him and
when you're like relieved, you got 14 points out of a player. It's pretty much over.
Yeah. Now 14 points is my impact rating, but like you shouldn't be relieved that you're hitting the line.
Yeah, that should be like okay, he had an okay game, but we expect more. But now it's like that's a good game,
right?
Because we're expecting 8 and 10 right now from him and Franklin. Really, Franklin his targets just nosedived this week. It went to 3. Exactly. It was probably just the game plan. A lot of, I don't know. I think Pat Bryant saw 7 targets, so
it just always changes, man.
I just don't like anyone there. Sutton is probably the one guy you're starting, but even then, just at a like name value right now.
Yeah,
Sutton, he's probably got the best chance at a touchdown, but.
Yeah, I mean, the Bowers, Broncos D, Those are your must starts, and then everyone else is kind of mixy. It's just like if you have to or however you feel, we feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's just if there's a better option,
Genti's
take
probably close to must start.
Yeah,
but it's still the Broncos defense,
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah, easy enough for that game. Rams and Cards. So we talked slightly about them earlier. MHJ is dealing with a heel injury. And Kyron and Blake Corum had a pretty solid game last week. So if Kyron is dealing with an injury and he doesn't get on the field, I mean Corum, if you got the opportunity to pick him up, I hope you did. Because he's a great fill-in, and even if Kyron plays, he might be on a pitch count, so he'd be great. Benson's still not off there. It's like they keep teasing it, but they won't take him off. So
no, it's just
they need better news.
I think they asked Gannon today, and he just gave an unclear answer. Like
yeah.
Like thanks, dude. You can't just like let us know if the guy on IR is going to come back this season or not. Like you're trying to throw off your opponent while you're 3-9. Like,
it's not that deep, guy.
Just tell us, man.
Just say what's going on.
I don't think their game plan will change that much, even if you have Benson.
Right.
Like,
it's not
you're going against the Rams, dude.
yeah. Now I think so. Like your must starts are Stafford, Kyron, Puka, Adams, the usual, McBride, and probably Rams D. You have Brissett at 50-50, which I understand. I think I still just roll him out there. He's throwing so much that he's gonna probably still get you points.
That is true. Just the volume.
But I get it. I get it being wishy-washy. If you have someone you feel better about the matchup, like
I would start him over Lamar this week for sure.
Absolutely. I would start Brissett over Lamar. And the running back situation there is whatever. MHJ, if he plays, how good is he? I think Wilson came off a down week, but I think maybe that changed this week because they're going to have to get someone going. And I think it might be him. So, Cardinals D's the sit, understandably so. So,
Captain Obvious over here.
Captain Obvious.
Don't play the Cardinals defense, guys.
Yeah, don't do that. You shouldn't do it against the Rams.
Follow for more.
Yeah. Now a bigger game, the Bears and Packers. Must start Jacobs. This one's, it's a big game, but it's kind of obvious. Jacobs, you're starting. Swift and Monongai probably at this rate. Now, not a great matchup, but it's kind of how they run their offense. So
neither was I guess the Eagles are.
The Eagles aren't a great run stopping defense.
Yeah, they have Jalen Carter, who's supposedly good.
Yeah,
he's not been good this year though.
Yeah, how about my boy Tyler Guyton, huh? Just like bodied him the whole game.
The whole O line, I mean, that's pretty solid for the Cowboys.
Dude, Guyton, he had to face Jalen Carter and Chris Jones in back-to-back weeks and dominated them. So I liked the pick. A lot of Dallas fans didn't. I told them, simmer down. This is what Dallas does. They draft good O-linemen. Just if they got them, there's a reason.
Yeah,
and that's why
they do draft very, very good at O-linemen.
Yeah, that's something they always do really well. Trust that process. I think even if they've got a few flaws, like the coaching coaches it right out of them. Like it's been really they have a good system there for them.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, are you starting him if you've got him?
It depends. I think he's like top 12-ish this week, 12 to 14. Like he's just so up and down though. It's really hard to feel good about starting him, especially in a bad matchup.
Right.
But if you need a big swing this week, if you're like projected to lose, and it's between him and like a safe quarterback, I don't know. I don't know a good example. Like but I guess Love in this matchup.
Love.
I mean, if you need a big swing play, I'd go Caleb, but I trust
or like
Love
CJ
a little
Stroud.
more.
Like
yeah,
CJ
definitely
Stroud.
over Stroud.
Caleb over Stroud.
Yeah.
Not Hurts, but like
The
Probably over
whole
Bo Nix.
the whole offense here is just both teams. It's very iffy. All the players, like you don't really have a single receiver where you trust their volume in this game.
Yeah, and like week in and week out, like it's just hard
Yeah.
to trust. So other than Christian Watson, honestly, Watson's been pretty great.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would start. I'm starting him where I have him, so I think you could do that.
Yeah. Odunze, man, he's just
Fallen
back to the rookie ways. People thought he was here.
Yeah, that changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're sitting like Loveland and Musgrave, totally. Wicks is definitely a sit. I think this is how the Green Bay offense works. He had a good game. Now it's going to be like Dobbs or somebody else.
And we have Jaden Reed getting back in the mix soon too.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. Yep.
It's just.
Yep. Yeah. So that's that game. Texans and Chiefs. You definitely got to start Nico. You're going to start Mahomes. You're going to start the usuals, Rice and Kelsey. Outside of that, I don't really like anybody. I'm going to be honest. Those are like the four. I don't really care for anyone else outside of that.
Yeah, Higgins has been getting volume. I think he has like 4 straight finishes, like in between wide receiver 20 and wide receiver 30. He's getting like 12-ish points a game.
Yeah,
he's a fine flex, but really don't feel great about it.
Yeah,
like you don't expect like a 20-point game from him.
He's good in like a deep flex situation. If you need to play him, then you should be okay. But
if anything happened to Nico, though, he probably
goes way
up. Yeah, he'd probably itch on like league winner status. I know that term gets thrown around a lot, but that's a lot of targets that would go his way.
And you're sitting Stroud, Kirk, Pacheco. Yeah, I mean, pretty much we've nailed anyone that I'm even thinking about starting. Hunt if you absolutely have to. Maybe he falls in the end zone, but that defense is good, man. So Eagles and Chargers. Justin Herbert had surgery on the non-throwing hand. Will he play, do you think?
They said that they think he will. It's every game from here on out is must win. With the AFC situation, that wild card situation is going to be really tough.
Yeah.
This is a big game they need to win. I would assume he plays.
Yeah.
He's always played through this type of stuff too. He's played through broken ribs. He was out there this week with a cast on his non-throwing hand.
Yeah.
So I would assume he plays. Probably got to start him still. He's just that type of quarterback. He's been kind of down lately, but if you have Herbert, you probably really haven't invested in a backup this year.
Yeah.
Like you probably just assume you're good to start him every week. So I would probably take it. This is a situation I'd probably take a swing on Caleb though over Herbert.
Right.
This week.
And I'm not considering Trey Lance. I don't think he's someone I consider if he's gonna start. Hampton on track to play. Good news. So he should, if he plays, that's gonna help their offense a lot, and that should be good for him against like a softer Eagles D. Now, their O line being injured doesn't make them as dominant as the Bears O line was, but I do still think like him and Vidal could each potentially be worth a start.
I'll be interested to see what the split is if Hampton plays.
Yeah, and AJ Brown's been back. Hey, he's happy. They're losing, but he's getting targets. So he's back to like I would start him. You know, the obvious starts and lad. So Saquon's like I don't even know if you could find another person to start, then you might have to do it.
But you probably don't have anyone to start if you drafted Saquon.
Yeah, so like you kind
probably
of forced
went
to,
hero RB.
Doesn't feel good.
He is not a hero right now.
Yeah.
He is
almost
a zero.
Gadsden's
like
been
5 points.
Yeah, dude, he's been not doing. He hasn't been doing anything. Gadsden's been having a tough few weeks, so I still think like just plug him in. Because he's gonna pop again. It's gonna happen. Keenan Allen, I'd start him if I got him. He should be fine in my opinion. And then sitting Goddard, Quinn, Eagles, and Chargers D. I don't like either defense either. Any final thoughts on that game?
I don't know. It's all the receivers are kind of iffy. What do you think about? I don't think I put down Smith, Devontae Smith.
Start. I put him as a start.
Yeah. Skip
you
my
have
mind,
to.
but
It's Devontae Smith. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, the Eagles, like, right now the narrative is they're just on the way down, but the bright side is that they're playing from behind and they're throwing a lot.
Yeah.
And Hurts is having to push the ball down the field for the first time in a while. Hopefully we can. I mean, I just want to see the 2022 Hurts back. But he just looks slow out there. Like, the processing and his rushing ability, it's just kind of
gone down
meh right now.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see them put up points just for fantasy purposes, but it's kind of rough out there. You can't really feel good about playing them, but you drafted them high enough to you gotta die by them at this point of the year.
You do. You've got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
It is, and it's great for me because I'm a Cowboys fan. But it's tough for. I mean, they're still the Eagles. They'll still.
You just hate to see it, right?
I just hate to see it, man. Just hate to see it. And a lot of the pools I'm in, I was one of the only people to pick the Bears and most of them to beat them. And I was like, I was also like the only one to pick Dallas, so that helped me this week. That was
I got all the Thanksgiving games wrong.
Most people did, it was.
Crazy. I did hesitate on the Cowboys and the Packers game.
Yeah,
I thought the Lions, because the Lions were at home, right?
Yeah,
that was a deal breaker for me. And then I was like, Chiefs, no way they go to 6-6. That's my rationale every time the Chiefs are playing. I'm like, no way they fall to 6-6, right?
No way they lose this game. Yeah, well, they did.
But the Cowboys are hot, man. I'd probably pick them this week versus the Lions, especially with St. Brown probably missing,
and like all of their defense hurt. So
it's just another one of those years for the Lions. Like, same,
it just happens. Yeah.
Same story as last year.
Kind of like the new version of the Niners, with all the injuries.
Yeah, that's a good comparison, actually.
Yeah, so like they're the NFC North Niners. But so that's the matchups this week. Anything you guys have any other questions about any other players? Of course, just ask us in the comments down below, or reach out to us on X, wherever. Our ats are up here, so. And we'll answer those questions for you. Now, the big moment that that makes or breaks our weeks.
Broke my last 2 weeks.
Yeah. My last week was okay. Like I said, I had Jalen Warren, so it was okay. And you had Michael Wilson, so which I think he'll be better this week. But the smash plays of the week. This week we're looking to both hammer down. I actually very much disagree with his, but we'll talk about it. You probably disagree with mine. But for this week, I'm going with Alec Pierce versus the Jaguars. 3 of the last 4 games, I mentioned my impact rating, which is in PPR 14 points or more. Any running back, wide receiver, quarterbacks is 18. Yada yada yada. He has done it for 3 out of the last 4. Had a tough game against the Chiefs. The whole team kind of did. But he was still getting some targets. It just didn't fall his way. Jags secondary, like I said earlier, has become kind of suspect. They're getting turnovers, and their front 7 plays well. They just do get passed on a lot, allowing in the bottom 10 for most yards and passing, I believe it is. I think it's bottom 10. It's something. It's a decent amount. They allow a lot of yards. It's a divisional matchup. Of course, those games are always gritty, tough games. a lot of big plays, things like that. 12 yards per target and 20 yards per catch. 21 yards per catch is like asinine.
It's
Like
crazy.
nobody, and that's going on 2 years of that. He's had that last year, and he's also on pace for like the most targets, the most receptions, the most yards, all that stuff. Outside of touchdowns, he scored a decent amount of touchdowns last year, but he's playing very well. Their offense is better when he's involved. It's they're more efficient. They're getting down the field more. They win more games when he's involved, and the last little like icing on the cake is the Jaguars have allowed 36 deep completions, which is like 20 or more. Now that's not like worse in the league or anything like that, but it's not great either. It's somewhere in like the bottom 10.
Yeah.
So they do allow explosive plays, and that's what Alec Pierce does. So I see him getting some work down the field this week and finding the end zone at least once. They might have to. The Jags are just kind of playing well this year, and the Colts might have to throw the ball a bit and push that ball down the field. So yeah, give me Alec Pierce this week for my smash play.
All right. You say you don't like mine.
I'm not, and I'll explain why. It's not.
It's not really a name brand player yet, which is
I
kind of went off script this week.
Which is great. That's great. That's what we're here for. Like, it's a bold call, and I don't disagree with the bold call. I just personally am. It's maybe not necessarily. I think I'm taking my. I'll explain. I'll explain after you do your thing. Do your thing and explain it.
Well, this is a guy I picked up off waivers pretty much everywhere this week. He was like 7% owned before this week. Now he's probably at like 60%. It's Adonai Mitchell from the Jets. 3 weeks after this trade, he finally gets a breakout game versus the Falcons, which is they're a decent secondary, but like this past game he had eight catches for 102 yards and a touchdown on 12 targets, which is over. Tyrod only threw like 33 passes this game, well over a 30% target share. He's been right around with where Mechie was at the last 2 weeks in targets, but he just wasn't bringing him in. But now he's starting to bring him in. I think they finally figured out how to use him this past week. Just looking at his catches, a lot of short out routes, some drags across the field to get him open. He's just a really good separator in these short yardage situations. And then he caught that deep bomb as well to cap off his day. To me, like, this defense just gave up a similar kind of game to Devon Vele.
Yeah.
This past week, they've allowed 36 fantasy points to wide receivers in their last 3 games. And it's not against very good wide receivers either. It's the Saints, the Commanders without Terry McLaurin, and then the Bills as well. So I like Mitchell to continue what he built this week. Like I said, I picked him up everywhere this week. I think he's going to be a solid flex play heading into the playoffs. This will be a good game to see what he can do, see if it's for real or not. But I think it passed the eye test. I think this was what we expected from him out of college, and we're finally seeing it connect with Tyrod Taylor on the Jets of all people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a good point. I didn't look at it before. So like the letting up all those points against the teams the last 3 weeks, and they haven't been really great outside of like Olave. So maybe there is some soft spots for Mitchell to work through. And what I was going to say before I and just let you do your thing is I think it's more along the lines of I've seen a lot of people, maybe a lot's loose, but like I've seen some people on social media today being like, Adonai Mitchell has officially broken out. Like, go get him in Dynasty, get him everywhere, trade for him. I was like, hey, I don't know about that. Let's maybe take it down.
At the end of the day, it is one game, but yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I'm pouncing on it a little too early, but
hey, I mean, it could be like he's stuff like that. An 8 out of 12 for 102 and a touchdown line is league winning in the playoffs. So
yeah,
and a must win situation. So like he could very well just have a run at least right now. And I'm not against it. I'm not like hating your pick or against you or anything like that. I think I was feeling more on that, like everyone going crazy on social media today.
Yeah.
About like the breakout and all this. Remember the last like 3 weeks he's been like brick hands. So,
Yeah.
like the clock
This was his
strikes
second game with
twice a day.
This was the second game with Tyrod though.
Mm-hmm.
And the first game was with Fields. A lot of that, like one of the drops was a back shoulder he had to readjust for. I don't know, that one play where it's just like it was a slant and it just went right through his hands.
Yeah.
Like that's mostly on Mitchell, but it's also Fields throwing like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball for a 5-yard pass. But
right.
It's also not like Mitchell doesn't have the best hands. Like I would probably even say like not good hands. But right now they're getting him. They're letting him get separation so he can make easy catches. Like he's catching with his body a lot of the times, which isn't gonna. It's not a great way to like make it as a receiver in the league. But for now, if he gets this much separation and he's going up against like a weak ass Dolphins defense, these are the types of games where I think he could just be like a annoying PPR player who gets like 8 catches again, 8 or 10 catches.
Right.
But him and Mechie, it's like they just want to see what they've got in them, and I think that's perfect for fantasy. Give them a shit ton of targets.
Nothing to lose. They're still in the playoff chase technically, so
they're what 4-8.
Yeah, they still have like a shot at it. So I had and the season bets I did like the Cowboys to get more than 7 wins. I got the Jets to get more than 5, the Jags to get more than 7, and the Bengals to get more than 9. But they blew it when they lost the that other game. Yeah, they had to get 10, so they ruined it. But I had something I wasn't expecting Burrow to miss like more than half the season. So
they probably, they probably play that Vikings game a little closer with Burrow instead of Browning. Yeah. And the Broncos game, it's probably not 28-3.
Right.
That Bengal or the Bears game, they're
just in those games,
Yeah, they're I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot of their defense too, which is so terrible.
But it was last year, and they were like
they won 9 games.
Yeah, so I figured at least it'd be somewhat better this year, but whatever.
They're still in the AFC North race, which is hilarious.
They're only 2 games back.
The AFC North and the AFC South just completely swapped.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you so funny because the North was considered one of the best divisions, and the South was considered one of the worst.
Yeah.
And now it's just
completely flopped. If the AFC, don't let the Bengals get in, man. Like no one's gonna want to see them come playoff time.
Yeah, they are kind of like the Cowboys, but the Cowboys at least improved their defense before the deadline.
Yeah, at least they're doing something on the.
Yeah, those were good moves by Jerry though. The Quinnen Williams trade
and the Micah Parsons trade. It works out. Like you're not spending almost $50 million on one guy, and you're able to spread it out and just overall make your team just better.
So with
and you got picks.
I know we're over time here, but maybe people already tuned out by now.
Yeah.
But with Pickens, how are they gonna extend him? Do you think they do, or they tag him?
My guess is they probably tag him and then try to figure it out, but we'll see. They could extend him out of nowhere. All of a sudden, there could be an extension, and they'll move money around because they're definitely gonna restructure some contracts between like Lamb and Dak, I'm sure, and they'll probably want to keep Pickens. So, I think there'll be some restructuring and signing, or they'll tag him, and then they'll work on the restructuring stuff. So they're gonna restructure this year, no matter what Dak's contract, because he's gonna take a huge, an even bigger chunk next year. So they will fix that. So I think with that coming on, and when they get that figured out with him, then they'll take and extend George Pickens. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think that's what'll happen.
I mean, the negotiations, they probably start at $30 million a year, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Higgins is making 32.
yeah,
I think Smith and Waddle around like 28, but I think he's better than both of those guys pretty
yeah,
easily.
yeah, for sure.
But I don't think he'll get like Jamar Chase or Jefferson money. I think he'll get like 30. I think 5 for like 150, 140 probably is what it ends up being.
Yeah.
Or like maybe even a short-term deal so he can prove himself even more. But
It could be like a Godwin, like a 3 for 30, like a 3
yeah,
for 90. You know, like a with bonuses,
30
or like
million a year.
or like a 3 for 75, and there's like incentive bonuses and stuff involved or something.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, cool. So yeah, that was a lot of info.
Went over time again.
Went over time. Well, we've been trying. We've been trying.
We've been making an effort.
We have. We'll figure it out. We got some time to smooth things over in the off season.
Yeah.
But yeah. As always, thank everybody who stuck it out, watched the video. Hopefully we're helping you get some wins this week and maybe stash a couple players for the playoffs. Smash plays. Hopefully they hit for you. Do everything you can to play those guys if you got them. Yeah, it's about that time. Season's almost over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. Do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to throw in there for the week?
For this week, man, Steelers Ravens. If you guys watch this game, please pray for me. It's in Baltimore. I don't know. I don't have anything, but I am a Steelers fan. I know I don't know if the people watching know that, but
Yeah,
every week it just gets a little worse. This past week versus the Bills was just so brutal. But
yeah,
I don't know. Well, what do you think? Do you think we win this game, or do you think it'll be close?
I think it'll be close. I think both
Yeah.
teams are in a weird spot, and it'll be close.
It's a really weird division.
Yeah,
And the Browns are still they're 3 games back.
yeah, yeah. Like they could somehow just make it in.
They could make it at 8 and 9.
Right.
That
Yeah. It's pray for the
that
Steelers.
team. If they get a quarterback, they would still probably be 4-13 actually.
The Browns. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had a quarterback, they'd probably. I mean, they've got Judkins. They've got a decent receiving core. They've got the defense with Myles Garrett. Like they would be a problem, but
their defense is so crazy. But
yeah. But they were like, "Oh, Baker Mayfield, get out of here." So
yeah.
And pray for my Dallas Cowboys too. I know it's the worst matchup
Thursday
ever
night
because it's Dallas and Detroit. And everybody is like loves Detroit and hates Dallas, but we're trying to win, man. What were you gonna say though? You're about to say something about the Browns and Baker?
I was gonna say it's kind of like the whole Pickens deal. Like Pickens wouldn't be this good in Pittsburgh right now.
No.
Same with Baker. He would not be this good in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. Sometimes it just isn't the right fit, and they go somewhere else and it works. Thank God to Sean McVay for Baker.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. I will put the follow us on our ats here on X. I'll put the website stuff down below in the description as always. You can go down there and subscribe, get a bunch of expert advice, articles, videos, all that stuff. The site's really cool. Go check it out. And yeah, tomorrow's the Thursday night game. Hopefully the Cowboys win. Hoping for me. So cool. And I think that's gonna do it for us. I'm gonna go and get some food and whatnot. So yeah. Thank you guys. We will see you next week.
Peace.